So in today's episode, guess what? We're starting our cats on the carnivore diet. And it's all coming up next. So in today's episode, I wanted to talk to you all about how we're going to go ahead and put our cats on a carnivore diet. So as many people across America do with their cats, they typically feed them dry food or maybe even wet food. And like the sad American diet that we've been consuming, the food that we give our cats from the grocery store, such as, cat chow or what have you, is not good for our cats because they're carnivores. And so this carb-heavy, carb-rich cat food that we're feeding our cats, whether it's dry or even wet food, is really not good for our cats. So we made the decision to go ahead and start switching our cats over. Now, if any of y'all have cats out there, you know they don't like change. They're not interested in change at all. They'd much rather just keep eating that dry food or what have you. So it's going to take a little while. I've done some research on it. Of course, there's a lot of conflicting research on it out there. But I think one of the carnivore YouTubers, I can't remember who it was, but he happened to have a veterinarian on there that was giving their animals just regular raw meat to eat, and they're thriving and everything. So and I believe he was saying that it takes a little bit of time to get cats on board with it, so you're going to have to transition them over time from dry to eating meat and everything. But there's several benefits for them eating meat, one of which they get all the nutrients that they need in the meat, which literally, because they're carnivores, they need all that stuff in the meat that they can't really get from cat chow, dry food, or what have you. So I've decided that I'm going to go ahead and start them on this carnivore journey. But like I say, I have heard and I've read different things that it takes about 2 to 3 months to transition them over. And if they've been eating dry food for quite some time, which my cats have, about 3 or 4 years, it's going to take a while to get them transitioned over. So the best way to do it, typically, is to start incorporating dry food in with wet food. So what you'll want to do is go from dry to wet, and then eventually to meat, from my understanding, from most of what I've read. Now, like I say, there's a lot of conflicting information out there. A lot of people have tried different types of things, and each cat's different because, well, they're cats. That's just what they are. They do cat things. One of which is they don't want to do what you think they're going to do. So we have 2 different cats. One's a calico and one's a tabby. And so I decided to go ahead and do their suggestion. What the majority of the suggestions was mix the dry with the wet. And so I did that, and it seemed to be going good. And now I've got them on wet in just a week, actually. Although, the first day was kind of trying because, you could tell they were kind of holding out, hoping they would get that dry food, but then they realized they weren't going to, so they better eat. So they ate the wet food. Now, of course, we are now giving them a can each. Well, this morning I had to give a half can because yesterday they didn't eat the whole can. But we'll see how it goes. Right now, like I say, I've transitioned them over. Now, one of the cats likes chicken, and the other likes tuna. Although this morning they both ate the tuna without a problem. So you just never really know with cats, And I got them this Fancy Feast tuna blend as well as chicken. It was a box of a mixture of them and everything. So I'm going to try them on that, get them on that, and then eventually incorporate some raw fish or raw chicken into the wet food, right? And then get them used to tasting that, and then transition them over completely to a more species appropriate diet for cats. Also, I took my calico cat, Buttercup. I took her to the vet the other day, and they were telling me that, you know, she's got some tartar buildup and plaque buildup on her teeth, and she might need to get teeth cleaning. Well, that's all due to the dry food, of course. And her gums are getting a little irritated, so that might present a problem later on, you know. Now, there is several bits of information out there on the fact that if you give your cat a species-appropriate diet, such as, you know, meat, chicken, fish, or what have you, and let's say, for instance, you gave them a chicken wing, okay? Well, what they'll do is they'll gnaw on that with their teeth to try to get all of the, you know, meat off of it, and also they'll even, you know, kind of bite into the bone, and the bone and everything will kind of help clean their teeth. And so there's been several people that have done this and have actually found good results with that. So that's the reason why I think that feeding them the species appropriate diet will actually help them in their overall health, not just with oral health, but also with their bodily health and everything. I know my cats have seemed a little bit more alert in the last, now I only started this like about 5 days ago, or is it 4 days ago? But anyways, and I have noticed that they are a lot more kind of, you know, more present, if you could say. Maybe their brain fog has lifted, if there is such a thing in cats. But anyways, I just want to kind of give you that little update. I know it's not really talking about me being on a carnivore diet or the carnivore diet for humans, but in case any of y'all out there were kind of wondering about your cats or even your dogs, you know, dogs are carnivores too, so they should eat meat as well. I just thought I'd go ahead and put this out there, and in case anybody found that useful. But like always, if you did enjoy this episode and you want to see more of these in the future, but you haven't subscribed yet to my channel, why don't you go ahead and subscribe right now and hit that like button if you like this content. And with that being said, I want to wish you all a wonderful week, and I'll catch you in the next episode. Take care. Bye.